Welcome, Bella. This is my shop. And here is the thing. We're going to disassemble it and reassemble it. But first, be cautious. No jewelry and no dangling hair. You have to ponytail it. I know you see my hair. It's long. So, I'm going to cut it out just for you. Ah! Bella, are you ready? Okay, we'll start. Now, as you can see, okay, Bella, let's start with the basics. Now, this is called a female, okay? This one is male. As you can see, this one has pins and this one has a hole. Now, here we have two ports, one purple and one green. The green one is usually for the mouse and the purple one is for the keyboard. Next, we have two ports here and one here. These two are USB ports. USB stands for Universal Serial Bus. And this one is an Ethernet cord port. And this one, this long one, is female. It's a parallel port. This one is usually for your printers and others. This one and this one are serial ports. Now, this one is also called your communications port, while this one it's mostly for your game consoles like joysticks, like controllers, and these are your audio ports. You usually have 3. Now what you have here is for your VGA port. Now all of these ports are part of your motherboard and they are also called onboard ports. Do you follow, Bella? Okay, that's good. Now, since that's mostly it from the outside of the back, let's start with the inside now. Okay, Bella, now let's start taking it apart. Now, as you can see here, we just need to take off one screw. Okay, and then slide it slowly and lift. There we go. Here's the inside. Now you can see that there's a lot of brightly colored wires. These are your power cords that is connected to here, your power. Now, so we're going to remove everything except this. You don't want to do that unless you want to get electrocuted. Now, let's take off these powers one by one. Let's start with this one and this. Now here are all your power cords, the biggest one belonging to the motherboard. Now we're going to take this aside for a while, put it here. Next is these ones. Now Bella, these brightly colored wires come from a panel over here that also gives out power. Now we're going to take this off as well through here. And now we're just going to put this inside. Next, we're going to take off these gray cords. Just remember that do not pull from the wire. Okay? This one is for your floppy disk. This twist means that this is the end that goes to your floppy disk. Next, we'll take this one off. This one is your EIDE or your cable for your optical drive and your hard drive. This one is called slave, this one the primary. The primary is for the hard drive and this one is for your optical drive. Next, we're going to take out the fan. Now this is the part where everyone, mostly humans like you, get hurt. Now you have to unlock it first with these two, and then gently, be careful with your hands, remove these hooks. Here we have the fan. Now here's your RAM. What is RAM? Random access memory. We're going to take it off by unlocking these lock, and it should jump. So here's your RAM. Place it inside. Next, we're going to take off this. This is called your video card. Now this video card is connected to your VGA port. Now we have to take this off. and we have to use the screwdriver. Now you lift this after unscrewing. Careful. Wait, there's one screw here. Have to take that out. Jiggle, lift, and here we are. Here is your video card. Now it has a tiny fan as well. Okay, the next thing we're going to take out is your hard drive, your floppy drive, and your optical drive. Let's start with the hard drive. Removing one screw and pulling. Careful not to hit the motherboard. Next, floppy drive. Though they're obsolete, we usually use USBs these days. Now, here's your floppy drive. Lastly, the optical drive. Be careful with your optical drive, not to hit anything. If it won't pull, try push. See? Easier. Now, the last thing we're going to take out is the motherboard itself. Now, let's look for screws that might still connect it to this metal covering. Here's another one. Are you having fun, Bella? It's fun to have you here. Now, be very careful. Here's your motherboard. Now, as you can see here, here's your microprocessor. We're not going to take it off, but if we're going to take it off, you just need to push and lift this little panel here. You have to lift this. That's dismantling a computer. Now, you have to reassemble the computer. So, let's do everything in reverse.